Representative Max Miller has been in the forefront of the conversation for the last handful of days. I've had my eye on him for a while because I think he is a disgusting pig, and the allegations against him came into the spotlight after Bernie Moreno's performance towards Anthony Fauci, because Max Miller used to be married to Bernie Moreno's daughter. So since then, there's been a lot of public pressure for Max Miller to drop out. And yesterday there was an announcement that he was going to make a special announcement this morning. And my thought was, is he actually going to do the right thing? Is he actually going to step down? I'll let you make that decision.
I wanted to come on here live to address these allegations that the media has been putting out nonstop. This isn't about defending myself. I'm speaking up as a father, trying to protect our daughter. For months, my family and I have watched how people have been relentlessly attacked. Accusations dominate headlines while far too little attention has been paid to the facts. I've been portrayed as an abusive husband, an abusive father, and a violent man. Those allegations have damaged my reputation, caused enormous pain to my family, and most importantly, it's affected our daughter. Today, I'm on here because I've received dozens of interview requests about this topic, but I've learned from the two that I have already done that the truth will not come out that way whatsoever, and we need to continue to push this. The left-wing media already has a narrative that's chopping it up into reality for them. So I'm going to use my platform to share the facts in this very genuine way. And let me begin with the most painful accusation of all. I have never abused our daughter. A custody exchange at my home that day, I assaulted her. Here's what actually happened. And I have the Ring doorbell footage that backs it up. She came to my home in a good mood, and we have text messages to prove it, which you'll have, to pick up our daughter early for a friend's birthday party. She was inside my house for several minutes when she left. The video shows her walking out, carrying our daughter calm, in the same good mood, showing no distress whatsoever. And as they left, you can hear me say, "Goodbye, I love you, and I love you, Ruthie." Literally telling my ex-wife that I still cared for her. Does that sound like somebody who would just walk out and who had been violently thrown a wall and been abused? She didn't call the police after that. She didn't go to the hospital, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to know what she did? She went straight to a child's birthday party. The very next day, we had a friendly phone call about our daughter's upcoming hospital procedure, and I drove in from Washington to be there for it. 6 days later, she offered to cook empanadas for me for dinner just 2 days later after this alleged incident. The day after that, she invited me and my girlfriend, and which you'll have in text messages, to join her and our daughter at a playground. And that day, I just went with my former wife to the playground to spend time with our daughter. A week later, on February 15th, she wrote to me in her own words, which you will see, "I think it's great you and I are in a friendlier place." She then offered me more extra overnights with our daughter, which I can prove to every single one of you as recently. Every one of these messages is time-stamped on our court-sanctioned co-parenting app and is all in the packet. Only weeks later did the story of February 1st assault appear. So ask yourself, if I had assaulted her, would she have offered to cook me dinner 6 days later? Would she have invited me to spend an afternoon at the playground with her and our daughter? Would she have written that we were in a friendlier place? No. These are incredibly serious criminal accusations. And if these accusations were true, I would be in jail. I would be. My former wife would not have been offering to cook me dinner and inviting me to playgrounds. Think about that. And I certainly would not have joint custody of my daughter.
Now, I'm no psychologist, but if I were to venture a guess, I think he's full of shit, especially at the beginning when he was reading that like it was a hostage video, and the unnatural uncomfortable pause, and the traditional gaslighting. Ask yourself, think about that. So he did not decide to drop out. He is staying in the race. I will just say, Max, much like Graham Plattner, you better hope that nothing else comes out. So I encourage people in the 7th District of Ohio, vote for Brian Poindexter.